Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Binary Kill. Today we are covering some of the Godforge. I've signed up for both the alpha and now the beta. Overall, it's different from the way it was previously. I can't remember exactly how, but the layout of it seems quite smooth. I've done the first level of the campaign, which is the Avalon. I quite enjoyed the narrated
A scion of fate, empowered by
storyline that they had.
You are something
I just
unique
don't
in the
think it
cosmos. I am the Morrigan.
went through
I
into the
know
second
you.
part of the campaign.
The mad Gilgamesh
So
wanders the
I'll
world.
just skip this for now and have a quick look. When I went into the second level of the campaign, the Asgard section, there's no narration. Which is a little bit disappointing, but it is what it is. We know it's a beta, so that may change when they release the actual game. At this point, I've not done a whole lot. I'm just enjoying looking around the content that's available in it, because it's more than it was in the alpha. We do have some summons to do. We will start off with the mortals. We'll summon 10. Great. Another 8 more. So these are the lowest rarity you can pull. So commons and rares, I assume, is what you'll mostly pull from that. The animation is quite nice. I don't mind it at all. I would say it needs a little bit of polishing up, but you know, it's about the same level as Raid Shadow Legends, except it's got all the additional information here. So it shows you the skills, the general information on the statistics for the champion, all the factions, and well, I don't quite understand what all these things are, but you know, there's a lot of information. I assume that they have cross factions with other champions in the game, and then a little bit of a storyline behind the champion that you've just pulled. Let's summon again. Three more. Right, and then the last one is the Flawless, which is a guaranteed legendary. I don't know if it's just the first one that you pull. We'll find out. Let's see what we get. I mean, the camera is a little bit jerky the way it moves around. Quite unique looking. Not sure what resolution I have the graphics set to right now, but interesting looking champion. I like the fact that you got all the multipliers in here, and a description of what the skill does. and the fact that it's a rank 2 versus a rank 1 or rank 3, so it shows you how the multipliers change. You can also turn that on and off. What's the next skill? Defense down, accuracy down, attack down, resistance down. Alright, so he'll be quite useful, I think, really early game, just to help you get through content. So I'm assuming he's a support type champion. We'll have to gear him and see how we get on with him. Okay, lock core ability prevents the use of the user's core abilities. Okay, so it's like a lockout. Okay, so you can either lock his core or the ultimate. Well, both really, for 2 turns. That's quite powerful. I think he'll be a good champion to have as we progress through the game. Alright, all the ascensions and what you get with each one. Alright, great. Let's go and have a look at what gear we have. We shouldn't have too much right now. Going to his gears. I know I have a weapon sitting and waiting. Increases strong hit chance by 10%. Hopefully that also allows his abilities to land on weak hits, or at least influence that. So we'll add that. Attack and speed. Faith increases the amount of divinity. Okay. So this basically affects your turn meter looking at it. We equip that. Enhance it. Let's see what the enhancing's like. Okay. Let's take it to 8. So much like Rogue Shadow Legends, let's see if we just do 1. Alright. Do we have anything here? I'm not going to concentrate too much on trying to make matching sets. HP, defense, HP percentage. That adds additional attack. I didn't actually look to see what his abilities scale off of. Let's have a look. Yeah, so it's attack multiplied by 0.5% of his attacks per fight. I'm not entirely sure how that breaks down. So he gains 0.5 additional attack looking at that by the amount of faith he's got in his kit. We will move that over to him. So we got some accuracy. We'll just take it up to 8. Oh. We will swap that over. Enhance. We're just going to take gear up to 8 this time round, if possible. No, we'll just take it to 4. I think I'll take the speed. I'll just take that to 4. Great. And finally a boot. Faith, speed and accuracy. We'll take that. So we don't have duplicates of him. And we don't have the materials yet to ascend him. We're not going to go through this right now because we don't have the resources. Now this was the starter champion I chose, primarily because I used the other two previously, so I just like to switch it up. So we just need to replace some gear on him. I'm not going to worry too much about it. We'll take the speed. Great. Did I take anything of him? Yes, I did. Not so important, just trying to prevent his death. Alright, let's go and look at the campaign. Now I think I'm still missing a couple of stars, so let's come
Forgive
in
me for
here.
recalling you, Percival, but you are needed. The rebels are almost routed, Gawain. Surely there are others. You've seen the magic of the Grail.
I wish this would just
Merlin
play
senses that
through,
power here.
as opposed to having to click it to go on to the next
Grail.
scene.
I see. I'll face this foe and learn what I can.
So we'll take that out. We'll actually take him out, move him over. Lead spot and her in. Right, let's battle. So we'll take it off auto, go 1 times. The 1 time speed does feel slower than it should be. I don't know, that's probably by design, so you could see the skills and the damage being applied and damage being received, so probably just gives you a clearer view. Have an ultimate ready. I think I'll save that for the final round of the campaign. Alright. This is the lockout. let's speed this up. Alright, so there's clearly a condition that needs to be met. Let's see what that is.
Forgive me for recalling you, Percival, but
Let's just skip that. Is there any information?
forgive me for recalling you.
So let's just show you what kind of passes you have for XP boosts and additional gold and so forth. So that's not really useful. Information, clear the stage in under 20 turns, clear the stage with at least 1 strength hero. So who is a strength hero? Let's take that out. So that's defender. Don't know why I did that. Maybe easier. So he's a strength. So clearly it's just the affinity. So we just need to throw in is he not strength? Okay, so that the default team should work.
Forgive me for recalling you, Percival.
Let's try that again. It might just be a case. Let's see if we can throw some levels on him. All right, so we have some levels in him. Back into the campaign. I quite like the layout. It's fairly easy to navigate.
Forgive me for recalling you, Percival.
Right, A1. All right. It's 2 turns. It's 3 turns. Oh, count on my turns. Is there? Ah, there we go. That's lovely. 11 turns. Has that finished it? Yes, it has. Right, I quite like the conditions. It makes it a little bit more interesting. I don't know how it will play out further into the game. I assume it's tuned to force you to use different types of champions, and I think that's probably a good thing. It gives the game a bit of variety, and it doesn't just allow you to build one set of champions to run through all the content. I think it
I
was
failed you both. Forgive me.
what are the requirements? Under 20 turns, clear the stage of the clues. I can't be bothered to look at that right now, to be perfectly honest. So let's just call it there for now. But overall, I quite like the content. It still needs a little bit of polishing, I'd say, but overall, it has enough to keep you busy. What is that? Is that a tome? Okay. So tome's the same thing as in Raid Shadow Legends to get those skills moving. Daily, weekly, and monthly quests. So we can have a look at them once I've put a couple of levels into the champions, because there's no point watching me just run the champions and getting their levels in. I also like the imprint system. Just adds skills that are valuable by the looks of it. I think when I was playing the alpha, some of them weren't working correctly, so it's really hard to judge. And I haven't really watched all of Hell Hades content, because I prefer to come to the game with no knowledge of it and just learn and play and enjoy it with fresh eyes, really. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you'd like to see more, drop me a like. Cheers. Bye.